This is Lenovo IdeaPad 100S. It's one of the new notebooks in 2016. It has Intel Atom processor and 2 GB of DDR3 on board, which means almost everything, including the storage, hard drive, 64 GB hard drive, everything is integrated. The notebook itself, it's really light and small and trendy and sort of sexy. Well, it's really light. You can see the notebook is really thin. Everything is really nicely rugged and hard, and I would say like feeling really good. This version is red, so suitable usually for some women. Now everything is made in one piece without any places where you would be changing something. It's not very. The surface is set in a way that it's pleasant on touch, but leaves marks after you touched it with oily fingers, which is my case. You can see it's really thin. It has no fans whatsoever, so it's absolutely silent, but it's supposed to be cooled enough by pure air. The speed is rather okay for the easy use. Nobody expects it to do some hard calculations. It's pretty fast for simple use. It has Windows 10, of course. The battery should be able to last 6-7 hours, depends. From the hard drive, that is only 64 GB. After you install the system and Outlook and stuff, you are left with sort of 45 GB of hard drive space. Right? We can have a look at the RAM memory. So if you turn on the PC and you are doing more or less nothing, slightly less than 1 GB of RAM memory is used, which means that you have 1 GB left. In reality, this would be fine for some simple use like few web pages and so on, but once you want to use Facebook and Skype and play music and everything, it might get a bit slower. But other than that, the keyboard is really feeling nicely. It doesn't have the clickable all the surface, but just it has 2 buttons. You can feel it pretty well. It's easy to use. The display in this really cheap notebook category changes colors a lot when you look from the side, but for the one user that you are, it's okay. The F keys on the top are straight away functional keys, but if you press Fn, then they are F keys, meaning you can directly press the volume up down and screen up down buttons. Concerning the music and the speakers, the notebook is surprisingly loud. It's really loud. The quality is not that good, but it's loud, and when you have it on some surface or whatever you are doing, it feels nice. And when you will be playing YouTube and or watching some movie, this will work just fine. The speakers are located on the back, on the bottom, right? Concerning the ports, it has 2 USB 2 ports on one side. On the other side, it has just combined audio out and in whole full HDMI output, which is really nice for plugging some external TV or something. Micro SD card reader, and this one is just power hole for this really small adapter. It is sort of like, I would say, too small and simple, but yeah, whatever. Other than that, it comes in a small box with just a brief manual, and that's it. Yeah, that's the notebook. I would say for the money, 200 something euros, a good fit. Of course, the hard drive is an issue because it's really small. You can't store that much material on it, and the RAM memory, you can't do that much at the same time.